Assalamualaikum and hi, greeting to beloved lecturer and my fellow friends. My name is Binti Farid and I would like to get your attention for a while. As for today, I would like to share about the effects of divorce on children. Based on the general divorce rate in Malaysia, we find that there is a significant decrease in the divorce cases in this country, which is as many as 3,338 people throughout Malaysia. We found that the highest divorce problem was in 2019, which was 56,624 people throughout Malaysia. The number of marriages increased 50.4% from 186,297 in 2020 to 240,943 in 2021. Meanwhile, the number of divorces decreased 7.1% from 47,272 in 2020 to 43,934 in 2021. According to one study, Parental Divorce and Child Mental Health by Dr. Lisa, published in the Journal of Marriage and Family in 2005, the result confirmed that even before marital breakup, children whose parents later divorce exhibit higher levels of anxiety, depression, and antisocial behavior than children whose parents remain married. Divorce for the first time is the most common cause of serious consequence for children, especially in their first and second years. The majority of the children are still unable to accept the divorce announcement, which will increase the risk of mental health problems in children and adolescents changing schools, moving to a new home, and living with a single parent who is fragile are just a few of the additional stress that accompany divorce. As a result, some parents believe that the second marriage will improve the situation, but it does not. Second marriage fail at a higher rate than first marriage. Many children have been through multiple separation and divorce over the years. One of my friends was raised in a divorced family and she chose to live with her father. For her, the world has changed 180 degrees and she can no longer live as before. And she thought her life will be happy again when her father proposed to marry for the second time. But not for her, and the same trauma also struck causing her not to focus on study and fail in the academy. Children with divorced parents suffer more problems, which is mentally, socially, and psychologically, than children with married parents. This is because when they are often bullied and mocked at school, it will affect the focus of the children's interest in learning. Because for them, learning is very burdensome because the problems they face at home are also at school. In addition, children focus on what they learn because some of them are busy choosing only themselves and their family's problem. Therefore, no full guidance or focus is also the main cause of this problem occurring. The main point for the topic of the effects of divorce on children is that the children will go through depression. Greetings, I say so. This is because when a family is separate, the impact that children go through is the greatest. This is because they are still small children who still do not have enough love. Children who are faced with the divorce of their parents often face the higher pressure than other children because they feel that they are lacking in terms of complete loving care from a parent. These children often question why their parents separate, and most likely they will also place the blame and burden of the divorce on themselves. When one of the people is not at home, regardless of the mother or father, will cause them to feel unhappy. The feeling of being unhappy and often burdening oneself will later make the child face the problem of depression. In addition, this emotional pressure does not only happen at home, but also at school, where children receive pressure from their friends. Children are ridiculed by their friends at school. Those who have the problem of parental divorce will also be isolated and given less attention at school because their parents no longer give full involvement to their children at school. This is because when a family divorces, their parents have to divide their attention and function in two. For example, after the divorce, they have to distribute their responsibilities and eventually the children will be neglected. The feeling of depression is one of the psychological effects of children who are victims of parental divorce. Informants state that children who are faced with the divorce of their parents are often stressed by the problem. These children say that their parents often fight at home, causing them to feel unhappy. Having parents who often fight to the point of divorce compared to other people's families who are seen as happier. For example, informants can say that some children say, "Why do I see my mother and father arguing, getting divorced? I see my friends' moms and dads are happy." Okay, we move to the last effect, divorce on children, which is lost interest in social activity. Divorce has social impact on both children and adults. Children suffer the most because they are used as pawns. They are obliged to move from one residence to another. They frequently feel isolated. Many people feel guilty because they believe they caused their parents to divorce. Many children are affected by their parents' conflict and frequently feel compelled to pick one parent over the other. They may appear uninterested in social situations such as hanging out with friends or attending school events. Divorce and social retreat are both related with low self-image, so improving your child's confidence and inner dialogue may help them come out of their shell again. Other than that, those affected by divorce will have less interest in learning and they are no longer interested in reading books. They lose interest in learning because the problems they experience are too complicated for them. In addition, socializing also becomes less and less and they prefer to be alone until one day they will have an illusory friend that makes them fall into a disease called schizophrenia. Overall, from the topic that I speak, seeing the psychosocial impact needs to be given special emphasis such as the psychological impact on children. Social workers and even teachers need to take the initiative to help children to ensure that they achieve well-being in life. Children's well-being is often linked to the quality of the parents' relationship and the quality of the child's relationship with the parents. Therefore, the quality of good relationship will help children get a positive family environment such as harmonious family, a loving family, and happy family. That's all from me. Thank you.